started. Okay. All right. So good morning.
Good morning.
I am Nigeria Thomas. You can feel free to call me Miss Thomas or Nigeria. Either one is fine. I just want you to know this is a safe space for you to express whatever it is that you need to express. I'm here for you. So let's get started.
Thank you.
So what brought you in today?
Um, Honestly, I have been doing like a lot of stuff with work and school, and sometimes I feel like I don't have enough time dedicated to myself um, to focus on the things I want to do, and I feel like that somehow affects just my overall happiness, I guess. So I'm trying to find ways that I can get back to that, if you will. Like just being like in a happier state of mind. Lately, I've just been not feeling happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are there what are some things that you like to do for fun? What are some things that you hope to do?
Um, Things I like to do for fun. I like to like say hang out with friends and people. However, I don't have too many of those right now because of my busy lifestyle. And with relationships, you kind of have to maintain those by interacting with people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one which I used to like to do, but I don't think I have like a lot of friends right now like that. I enjoy reading. However, I feel like because I spend a bunch of time doing schoolwork, I in my free time I don't want to read. I want to do something else that doesn't involve uh, reading.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing I do like to do for fun would be watch shows, watch some good TV shows, playing basketball and stuff like that.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about how it makes you feel being so uh, overwhelmed with school and not having that work life, social life balance?
Honestly, it feels overwhelming sometimes because I feel like I would start work and then after that it's school and then it's like then I'm home. I'm just like tired and just want to unwind. But yet again, I like the energy to go do some of the stuff I want to do. So I think overall I feel overwhelmed maybe because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's one task to the next task
Mm-hmm.
type situation. So yeah, some feelings of being overwhelmed.
Okay. Okay. So my question to you is, do you have um, a set schedule for when you complete school assignments? Like how do you break down your week, knowing that you have to go to work and knowing that you have school, and then how do you break that down and still have time for a social life?
Um, well, I feel like the question he asked kind of like guides me, towards the fact that I don't have too much of a social life, and because like I said, I would do work and then do school, and with my schooling assignments, they tend to be due on specific days.
Mm-hmm.
So then my work life has been scheduled or planned in advance around that, such that I have time on those set days when assignment to do that schoolwork, and then sometimes I can use that time in between to catch up on some readings and stuff. So, and then on some days when I do have off, I I feel like I could do more to plan things to do because I don't. I just wait for the days when I'm off, and then I'm like, I don't have anything to really do today. And the next thing you know, I'm sitting on my couch and time has gone by and the day's done. Relaxing is good, but I'm still not socializing and engaging as I wish I could.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so how many hours are you typically working in a day or in a week?
Uh, hmm, that's a lot. Let's see. I wake up. I do 8 to 3 at the school, and then I come home for about 30 minutes, and then I do 4 to 12 on the days that I work, and then on the other days that I'm not working during the week, it will be not one job, and then it will be the other job. And it's funny because I would consider those days my off days if I'm working just one job in the morning, because I feel like if I get that session out of the way in the morning and it ends at 3 and I have the afternoon till evening free, I've somehow convinced myself that that is an off day. But on the bright side, there are weekends that I have completely off because I work every other weekend. The first job I work at is at the school, which is 8 to 3, so there's no weekends. Then the other one, mental health facility. So, and I obviously, like I said, I worked at 4 to 12. So those are one is a 7 hour shift, that's an 8 hour shift. So, oh wow, it wasn't until I said that out loud that I realized that's a 15-hour day right there. So yeah, so on some days, it's like 15-hour days. Out of the 15-hour days, 4 days a week. Um, so, and then if it's my weekend on that day, I would do like 2 8 hour shifts with the 4 days of 15 hours a day that I do, and then on the weekends that I have off, of course I don't work either at my residential nor at the school. But yes, that's a lot of hours.
Yes, it is a lot of hours. I understand, I do, but here's a suggestion. I use this tool, and it is where I take either you can use popsicle sticks or you can use small Post-it notes and fold them. Just fold them into really small things after you write on them. But I write certain things that I would like to do, and I fold them up and I put them in a jar. And so when I know that I have a free day coming up, you just pull one of those notes or pull one of those sticky notes out or popsicle sticks out, and whatever it is that it says that to do on that note, that's what you do for that day that you know that you're going to have off. So I would suggest to you that maybe that's something you try, so that you on those days that you do have off or those weekends that you do have off, you are able to do something that you want to do.
I like that idea. I feel like because it's probably easier in the sense as opposed to having to think about something to do, because I feel like with what you're saying, if I just write it out and it's already been decided, and then I think on my end now, I believe I'd have to just hold myself accountable to go ahead and complete those tasks. So yeah, that's definitely an idea. I feel like I could attempt, I could try. Yeah.
Yeah, I find it very effective. So on a scale 1 to 10, how would you rate how stressful you are or have been within the last 2 weeks?
I would say pretty stressful because I kind of like want to prioritize schoolwork and stuff. So I don't I feel like if it doesn't go well, then I just look at myself as having failed to accomplish something that I was trying to do, and I feel like that's where a good amount of the stress comes from. And I'm thinking like maybe I don't have enough time to, do the school related stuff. But then I'm in charge of my schedule, and I'm in charge of my grades. So it's like a lot of all these things. It's on me. So if it doesn't go well, I have like that fear of failure, and it's just going to be like on my shoulders because this is within my responsibilities to fix.
Understand.
So yeah, I would say pretty stressed.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what small coping mechanisms you may have or know of that maybe you can try?
One that I'm familiar with is like breathing, like regulating my breathing. It was like in a particular moment, and I am like overthinking and whether I'm going to succeed or not. I take some nice deep breaths that helps me like regulate my emotions, calms me down a little bit, and I try to think of positive thoughts and look at how well I'm managing things, and then hopefully that kind of like helps me like reinforce that idea that okay, maybe I'm not doing too bad right now, and I shouldn't let my emotions get the best of me. So the breathing exercises, yes, is something I'm familiar with and that I use sometimes.
Okay, that's great. It's a great coping mechanism to have. What would you say is one way that you relax?
One way I relax. Really, if I'm just at home, I just enjoy cooking. If I made a meal, just at home and I'm watching the TV. So yes, I'm those that much when I'm not doing a task that requires too much effort for me to think on. That is how I relax.
That sounds good. Somewhere where you don't have to think too much, or you don't have to do. Yeah, okay.
Funnily enough, working out actually helps too because I mean, it's not complex. You're not trying to figure out no the diameter of whatever weight you're lifting. It's just like you go in there, you do a task, and one you feel accomplished, and on the other end, it was a very like simple task. So that's actually another way that I relax, which I know it sounds funny because typically see exercise as a form of relaxing, but to me it is because one, I feel accomplished, and it helps. I find it's helped me reduce stress.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
So how many times a week do you work out?
I try to go minimum 4 days a week.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh, you are dedicated. You're dedicated. That's great.
It helps. It's funny because sometimes it gets to a point where it's not even for anything but my mental, because I find that sometimes if I don't go exercise for a while, like I feel like there's cobwebs in my head. It's like I just don't feel great. But then after I can exercise, it's like something's been released and I feel I'm like myself again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a really good coping mechanism. And on top of that, you stay healthy, you stay fit. So that's really, really, really good. Yeah.
Yes. Thank
well, I appreciate you opening up to me today. And I would like for you to try those skills, that tool. I would like for you to use that tool so we can see where, how it benefits you in our next session. This was great, and I definitely look forward to the next session. And I would hope that you come back.
Thank you. And it was nice meeting you today.
Very nice meeting you as well. You have an amazing day.
You as well.